Okay, let's just do this. Hello everybody, welcome to Don's Last Ball. Manchester United lose 4-0 to Liverpool. Played off the park. I'm doing this live. Excuse the quality of the video because obviously this is live on Instagram. Because I thought I wanted to do this live like I normally did, in the beginning of this account. Because, you know what? 5-0 flattered us, but 4-0, when you know the standards are low when people say that 4-0 wasn't that bad, and that's exactly what I'm hearing, straight after the game. Really, for Manchester United, not bad losing 4-0 to our biggest rivals who are about to eclipse one of the biggest achievements that that we did in 1999. They could win a quadruple, and we had no courage or no bit of us to actually go out there and actually try and stop them from that. I do not care that we are crap this season. I really, someone's texting me on WhatsApp now, waiting for that match review to drop. Oh, it's coming, but I'm not pissed off, mate. Don't expect me to be like Prime Arsenal Fan TV back in 2017, mate, because, it's come to that. I'm very calm, I'm just very calm. And you know what? I should have said this at the beginning. This thing is going to be long. I don't give a shit if you think these match reactions are long. This one is going to be long because this is Liverpool versus Manchester United, and I don't care how shit we are, and I don't care how Liverpool becomes shit. This will always be a big game for me. So this match reaction is going to become very long because I've got a lot of things to say and I've written them down, yeah. And I'm not going to rant and stuff because it's fake, honestly. Like, played off the park. It was just too easy. Okay. The first half, because I actually watched it in the VC because DSTV now wasn't working. So I was like, let me go watch it in there. Like, the Liverpool's first goal, that's not even a goal that you concede when you're playing on the flipping sports field when you're pissed off your mates. I'm not saying you get pissed at school. You shouldn't be drinking alcohol at school. Well, if you're at Hilton, yeah. But, dude, that first goal that they scored, that shouldn't even happen. I don't care if Liverpool are good and Man United are shit. That is pop football. That should not happen. We get done for pace. And it was just easy. Like, they didn't even have to play. I'm telling you what, bruv. A manual car there has 5 gears. Liverpool were literally, I bet, I can tell you right now, they were in that gear where when you turn the manual car, second gear. Bloody hell, I need to start driving, bro. And I need to get my license in PE. God, when does this thing expire? Shit. My license expires next month. I need to go to PE, fetch my license. But fuck, what am I saying now? Bro, like, the second goal was pop football. And, like, not the second goal. The first goal was pop football. The second goal, that was football heritage, as Jose Mourinho said. Like, they took the piss out of us in that second goal. That second goal was just superb. And like I said, in the first half, they didn't have to do anything, but that was just it was light work for them. It was light work, bro. Like, too easy, had nothing to do. The first goal was a piece of piss. It shouldn't have happened. Even the second goal shouldn't have happened. But they just passed. And can I just say, Liverpool were doing keep ups. They were dribbling on their head. A Liverpool player dribbling on their head. I'll bloody go for them, bruv. I'll put a tackle, I'll get a red card. I don't give a shit, bruv. A Liverpool player doing no-look passes. Thiago was doing no-look passes like the whole time he was on the pitch. No-look passes, bruv. That's up yours as a flippin' Man United player. A Liverpool player doing that to you. Bro, I'll flippin' tackle them. Oh, fuck, my brother's busy memeing me now. Shut up, dude. I don't have time to speak to you, mate. You're flipping Richard, man. Just go fucking feed Richard, man. You twat. But anyway, bro, like, that second goal was just flipping their football heritage. The third and the fourth goal, I think start and reset. Sell everyone. If I'm Eric Ten Hag, yeah, like, start, reset, and sell everyone and sell everything. But the thing is, quickly, it's going to be difficult to sell a lot of dead wood because, men against boys doesn't even cover it. Bruv, it's... And the thing is, like, I'm not angry or anything because, like, I expected this, bruv. I knew that we were not good enough. but go out there and just, you know, this is about you, our captain Maguire, yeah? And look, everyone likes to slate Maguire and all that stuff. I want to talk about Maguire today because, and not in the sense that I want to slate him, but if United is a serious club, they cancel contracts even. Well, they're not a serious club. I mean, they just given a contract to Bruno Fernandes, even though in January they said that they didn't even want to discuss bringing in players, renewing players' contracts. But then 2 months later, they give a new player a contract. What if Eric Ten Hag doesn't want Bruno? What if he does? I don't know. So they were never going to do that. And they were even talking about giving contracts to like Rashford and Shaw. And I was like, but they've not played well, mate. Like, why are you talking about giving these players new contracts? They cannot be trusted. They're clearly just not good enough. You, last year, said to me or asked me, what do you mean by good enough? Like, I honestly, if you've been watching United and you, oh God, obviously, in fact, you probably haven't. You probably just listened to United fans. But I'm guessing you have. And like, you can see that the manziness, like the lack of cohesion, everything. It's just, and not even the cohesion. I bet that if you take Thomas Tuchel, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, any great coach in the world, we're still shit because you cannot be under two managers who have different philosophies of playing football and yet still be shit, you know. It's clearly you as the players. I'm sorry, like, I was sitting in the VC and I've had to listen to these. And can I just say, this is not even about the game tonight, but it's just some Liverpool fans. Like, you know, like some football fans at Tux Village, I can't take them seriously because some of them, you can see that they just don't know ball. Like, you are honestly going to blame Ragnick for this. You are honestly going to slate. You seriously think this is Ragnick's problem? Yeah, he takes blame of this because he picks the team. But mate, you can't polish a turd. You cannot polish dog food or dog shit. You can't put fucking marshmallows on dog shit, mate. Oh, what the fuck, Sebakang? Shut up, dude. Just let me bask in my frustrations of this football club, mate. Like, look, I wanna say something about Maguire. Maguire, yeah. It's a fashionable thing to slate him and all that stuff. I mean, he has the audacity to come out and say, I've been picked under two managers a lot. You know, that there must be a reason why I get picked under under two managers constantly. Yeah, this is the reason why I think it. But this is the reason why, Maguire. It's because you cost 80 million. And it's because if the club drop you or if the manager drops you, they'll think, oh shit, we just burnt 80 million on a bloody centre-back who's actually not that good. So they're trying to force a flippant square hole into a round hole, trying to make it work because you cost 80 million, mate. If you were 40 million, 20 million from the flipping championship, from nowhere, no one would have given a shit. They would have dropped you easy. It's because you cost 80 million and you're the captain, mate. It's not because they think you're good. It's not because you're good, bro. He generally thinks he's good. You can listen to his pre-match press conference. Not press conference, but his pre-match interview, sorry. He generally thinks he's playing well this season. That he's saying that. It's scary. If he thinks he's playing well now, then I want to see what his worst is because he thinks he's playing well. And look, for the slating thing and Maguire, I'm not even going to get on Maguire like, you know, get him out my football club. He's not going anywhere. Who the bloody hell's going to buy a centre-back who costs 80 million and who's on more than 200k a week? So if I you United fans, you can come at me saying, oh, Maguire is useless. Mate, I know he's useless. I know he's been crap this season. To be honest with you, the whole team has been crap. But it doesn't matter, dude. He's staying. No one's buying him. Like, the only way out of the situation for us is for him to start playing well. That's the most logical thing that I can think of right now. He is not going anywhere. I am not going to waste my breath saying I'm tired of Harry Maguire, he's useless, and all of that stuff. Because he's a Manchester United player, mate. And as much as I think this season, and all players actually, not only Maguire, I'm only picking on Maguire because he's the captain, but every single player this season has been shit. But with Maguire, he needs to start playing well. That's the only way out of this situation for United. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm not saying Maguire out. It's a waste of time. An absolute waste of time. I'm done with that. Pogba sub. And you know, Pogba went off in the 9th minute. That's when I was just like, I thought that was a little bit of Rolf Ragnick's fault because playing a back five against Liverpool, mate. I would have went. Look, we were gonna lose today, but play a back four, mate. Because, dude, you play a back four and then you tell your wingers, you tell Ilanga and Rashford to track back. So it will become a back five anyway because we already we didn't have loads of the ball in the first half anyway. So the back five thing, it didn't work. I think he still stuck to the back five, but he took off Pogba. I actually don't know why he took off Pogba. I won't get onto that. But when you're making a sub 9 minutes into a football game, I don't think I've ever seen that ever happen. You know, if the player gets injured or whatever, that's a different story. But 9 minutes, bruv. You're getting subbed off 9 minutes. In Manchester United, Liverpool, one of the biggest football rivalries in the fucking world. Let me get on this Man City rivalry thing, yeah? Because, look, that Man City and Liverpool game was phenomenal. Everyone hypes up Man City and Liverpool. I'm sorry. I don't care how good Man City becomes. They could win the quadruple. They could somehow win the FIFA World Cup, even though they are a bloody football club and not a country. I don't care how good they become. They will always... No one will give a shit, mate. No one cares. It'll always be United and Liverpool. Got a question. Manager's tactics, if he takes off a man in 9 minutes. I don't know what the tactics were, mate. Like, I think he probably... When we went 1-0 down, I think he probably just went shit. He took his tactics and just went and threw it in the bin because... The game plan's out the window because now it's like, okay, shit, you've got to do something now. You've got to, and I've noticed that's what Ralf Rangnick does every time we concede or we go, basically when we concede, he changes it quickly, which is a positive. But I mean, whether if he changes it, or the changes he makes, whether if those changes are negative or positive, I mean, look. It doesn't matter, man. Paul Pogba's leaving. You'll be stupid to sign a new contract. I mean, yeah, I have no clue what the tactics were, mate. Like, I think it was just... I don't think it actually changed the tactics or the formation. I think it's still stuck to a back five because... Well, I wouldn't have played a back five. I would have played a back four and told my wingers to track back. That's what I would have done. I would not have done a back five. Like, it just basically shows... how shit we are because we have a manager of a football club who plays a style of football, or not plays a style of football, but who goes to a sort of formation, and a style of football in terms of today, but not throughout the whole season. He's known for rock and roll, fast flowing, attacking football, but and people and I didn't finish speaking about that. Like I was sitting in the VC or the common room or whatever it's called, and like I was listening to these Liverpool fans talk, and like I was like, geez, I wish I watched this game with my brother because at least he's a Liverpool fan and he would have taken the piss out of me. At least he would have spoken some sense or some level of sense, like Rangnick is not the problem in this team. Like, people were tuning Rangnick. People were saying, I can't believe Klopp learned from this guy. And I'm just like, mate, you have no idea what the problems are at United. If you think Rangnick is the problem, then, God, I would hate to think what you eat for breakfast in the morning because it'll probably be fucking oats every day because Rangnick is not the problem in this team, dude. Formation, yeah, back five. This is probably going to be the most embarrassing thing I'll ever say. The second half, God, I say this. I can't believe I'm going to say this. The second half was a touch better. Yeah, I said it. I mean, even though we did nothing, I mean, we still conceded. Bang average players overpaid. Yeah, man, I think... Don't we play you in like 2 weeks? Bruh, if you don't smash us up at Old Trafford, then mate, I'll banter you, mate, because we're shit. We're there for the taking. Like, it was what 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Dude, Kweku, bro. If you don't beat us at Old Trafford, then I don't know, mate, because there's nothing right now. Bro, and you know what, bro? Like I literally had to listen to United fans, bro. Not United fans, Liverpool fans take the piss out of me for 20 minutes. That whole first half that I was in that VC, bro. Telling me about I must accept. Telling me, you know how shit this feels, bro. I thought I only had to take that shit from flipping high school and from my teacher, bro. I used to get bantered by my grade 8s, bro. Man even got bantered by flipping grade 5s, bro, when I was at Clifton Nottingham Road, bro. because I'm just a banter club, dog. And I was listening to these Liverpool fans take the piss. And the most embarrassing thing is that I couldn't say anything. I just kept quiet and I just sat there and I just had to listen to them because I was just like, this is the shit that these owners and the football club has given me, bro. I can't back these players. I cannot say nothing. It's just a piss take for them. They're ripping the piss, bro. My mate who's in Australia woke up 5 in the morning, bro, and he's a Liverpool fan. He's taking the piss out of me, bro. He's taking the piss, bro. He's busy saying, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym now. It's nice and flipping early in the morning, yeah, and in Sydney, bro. After flipping a light training session, bro. You see how low we've fallen, bro. You didn't call it a training session, bro. Man was doing flipping. And when I mean men, I mean the players now. I'm talking about the players. I'm still pissed off about how the passing from Liverpool today, bro. They literally were taking the piss. They were fucking taking the piss. They were literally like, screw you, up your ass, mate. You are shit. They were literally just passing it. Oh, you know? Top 4. Mate, I don't, at this, we're not making top 4, but, I'm not saying that confidently because there's still some bit of me that says that we will make it, and if we make it, we will only make it because basically for me, top 4 is, you know, how shit can you be, you know? Whoever finishes 4th is shit, but, you know, they're not shit, you know? So who's the shittest of them all, really? So, and I think if we make top 4, it'll be because Tottenham or Arsenal or whoever is around in the top 4 still will bottle it. Because we will win games, we will have to get points and stuff, but we will not play good football. That's what will happen. So I don't know if I answered your question there, bro. Like, yeah, mate, you thought I was gonna come here ranting and stuff. I don't have the energy to, dude. Like, I'm just. It's 70 minutes long. This thing. I did say in the beginning, I don't give a shit how long this thing would be because I got a lot of things to say. Put this thing on YouTube. Sod it, bruv. Honestly, sod it, bruv. And I already spoke about the Liverpool and United game in the sense of it being a rivalry, even if we get beaten 10-0 or lose 1-0, because I'm sorry, bro. I'm not having it, bro. I'm not having Man City and Liverpool be a bigger game than Man United and Liverpool. Like I said earlier in the afternoon, that game is big because those teams actually play football, you know? So it's like listening to Antonio Vivaldi's, you know, if you guys know orchestra, or it's like listening to, you know, Johann Sebastian Bach's, you know, Second Symphony. I said First Symphony on the story, but I meant Second Symphony. You know, the First Symphony was ass, actually. But the Second Symphony, it's like that, you know. It was just pure football. When you watch United, it's like fucking putting Woolworths food in a ShopRite plastic. It's just, what are you doing? You know, like, what are you doing, mate? Just stop, you know. I get told I get told you do a BSc degree you do physics, you take chemistry, you take physics, bro. Your modules are tough, and my modules are tough, you know. Well, they're tough in the sense of we get shit ton of work, but not the content, bro. And then like, you support United. They tell me, bro, if you support United, go sleep. Imagine that, bro. They told me to go and sleep. They told me if you're hungry, go sleep. If course is challenging you, go sleep. I get embarrassed by these people here, bro. And there's the next season, bro. I'm already thinking about next season, bro. Next season, Ten Hag, bro. I'm backing you. I'm whatever, mate. We could get smashed 6-0. I'm backing you, mate, because I've seen a lot of shit this season telling me. Oh, no, what am I saying now? You're English. I've seen a lot this season, like, that suggests that these football players are just not good, mate. Like, you know, Bruno, shit performance today. Maguire, shit. You know, I think everyone, shit. I mean, who... You can't even pick a man of the match out of the squad. I mean, I've stopped giving player ratings now because of how shit these performances have been. I don't even know what to give anymore. Like, yeah, I thought in the second half, like, we were better, you know. I just thought Liverpool weren't even that good. I don't think Liverpool were actually good throughout the whole game. I thought that was, again, third gear Liverpool. That was like Liverpool in third gear, bro. They did nothing, bro. They didn't have to work for that. They took the piss, bro. They took the absolute piss. Like, second half, they lost control of the game. They didn't control the game. And I don't care if Liverpool were 2-0 up at that point, or 4-0, or 10-0, or 1-0. You should still control the game of football. And they weren't doing that. But it doesn't matter, mate, because they still beat us 4-0 playing in third gear or second gear. Because they're just miles ahead of us. And you know what the scary thing is that we were supposed to be in a title race this season. You know, we were supposed to be in a flipping title race this season. And that is from my former manager. And people are telling me, oh, why did you think that? Why did you think that? It's not me that thinks that. I'm a fan. If your manager comes to you and says that this team is supposed to be in a title race, you'll be like, okay, because our manager is speaking with chest now. We expect that, you know. We don't expect you to win the league, but we expect you to be in the race because that's what you're saying. And I couldn't believe he said that. And now we're in April and we're fighting for fourth against teams that weren't in fighting for seventh last year. And with the squad that we have, I even said to some of those Liverpool fans, and that's exactly why I said I wish I was watching it with my brother, because at least they had some level of like football conversation. I'm sorry, but like I genuinely don't think their level of football conversation is that good. I don't know if it's because I speak English. Like people here think I'm from Britain. I don't understand. How am I from England? Like, because some of these gents are from like the Kasi or like the location and stuff, and like maybe the way I speak, they just cannot comprehend when I'm saying I've said so many things to these guys tonight, you know, and you could just see that these guys just do not understand what I'm saying. Like, I remember I said, like, this Man United squad, I think it's actually, or not the squad actually, I think now our situation is actually even worse than what Liverpool was, you know, like 2012, 2011, 2013, that time, you know, when they were shit. Because at least with this, you know, at least with the Liverpool fans, and they accepted that their squad was shit, you know. The reasons were very simple. The squad was just not good enough. But with United now, the squad is good. We should be coasting top four with the squad. I don't care what anyone says. Stop flip-flopping just because we're losing games, you know. This squad is good, and that's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse. It's not because if these players were shit, you know, then I would say fine because we're shit. But we're not, mate, because I'm sorry, mate. You don't buy these players and then be in a top four race or be fifth or sixth or 4 or 3 points off top four, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care what anyone says. And I just don't think people actually understand what I'm saying by that. Like, Man United right now, or Man United being shit, you know, right now, like when there's a Man United and a Liverpool game, 10 years ago, you could see that, yes, Man United were the better team because like Liverpool just had shit players. It wasn't even a thing about they spend loads of money. Their players were just shit, full stop. Now, our players, our squad is probably better than what we've had in a long time, but yet it's performing like it's in a championship, you know, in the championship, you know, and that's what makes it worse for me, bro. Is that we had all these expectations, but yet we can't even finish top four. It's worse. Like, if you cannot understand what I'm trying to say, then please, like, flipping DM me or something, because it takes a different level of, like, football understanding just to actually understand what I'm trying to say here, because that squad should be coasting top four. I'm not saying we should be ripping Liverpool apart, or we should be going toe-to-toe with them. I would love to go toe-to-toe with them. But, mate, we should not be made to look like we are a championship side, you know. Because at least, and even when Liverpool was shit and they had shit players, they still put in 100% more effort than what we did today, you know. Really, like, that's just what I think, you know. We wasted 3 years of Oli, you know, under this cultural rebuild. Well, we found out it was actually just a rebuild or out of, you know, because he's my friend and I know him, you know, and you don't be successful because the guy's your mate or he's your friend, bro. Like, you get specialists in, you know. He could be your mate, but your mate needs to be a specialist, bruv. And it's costed us, It's gone back 3 years of this shit. But I mean, tonight, man, it was just too easy for Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool even had to work for that. That was a piece of piss. That was light work. That was just they had to do nothing for that. That was just, oh, here's a football pitch. Oh, it's Man United. Piss of piss. Liverpool will go beat Everton on whenever they play Everton. You know, piece of piss. Piece of piss. Honestly, like, look, I'm gonna go and watch what Goldbridge has to say, because Instagram lives, they do take battery power. But yeah, piece of piss. Honestly, it was just that's what I'd actually call it. It was just a piece of piss. Like, nothing else to say. I've spoken about everything I wanted to say, bruv. You know. Yeah, one last thing. Like, Liverpool, there were some Liverpool fans down there. Like, I didn't finish the story. Liverpool fans were telling me, like, I must accept this guy. Like, he told me that I must accept that you're bad. And I'm just like, Chief, you literally just... I told him this. I was like, Chief, you literally just met me like 20 minutes ago. You're literally generalizing all United fans on me when you don't even know me. I mean, you don't even know my name. You flipping call me United fan, and now all of a sudden you're pointing at me saying I must accept, even though I did not say to you that we know we were going to win. I had no expectations, bruv. I watch Manchester United because this is my football club, and that's what football fans do. Don't fucking tell me I shouldn't watch my football club because they're shit, mate. I was there in 2014, bruv. I was there when we got smashed by flipping MK Dons 4-0 in the Carabao Cup. I was there when we were playing shit football under Van Gaal. I was there under Jose Mourinho when we got embarrassed at Anfield 3-1 on his last day of managing Manchester United back in December 2018. I was there, mate. I was there when we got embarrassed 5-0. People just talk about 5-0. People just talk about the recent stuff, bruv. These football fans don't fucking even know their own football club. They don't even... half of those Liverpool fans don't even know how bad they were 10 years ago. It doesn't matter, but and I must take them seriously. And they have and this guy has the audacity to come to me and say, oh, this and this. Mate, you couldn't even understand what I was saying to you when I said to you that flipping hell, the Man United are in a worse situation now than what you guys were 10 years ago. And then you are like, no. You guys are in a worse situation right now. And I'm just like, yes, that's what I said, you know. It's even worse now that we have a good squad like this, but yet we're performing worse than what you guys did, even though your squad wasn't as good as ours now. I just don't think they understand that level of football conversation. Or maybe I need to speak Bedi. Or maybe I just need to speak Zulu or something. I don't know. But I like some of them. They're just the ones I was watching it with in that first half. They weren't. You could tell that they're just not serious. Like they coming at me saying that I need to accept, even though I had said nothing. I was not arrogant. I even said, even from the beginning, and I didn't say to them, how did you even... And can I just say, you know, someone said to me, tough day at the office. Bro, tough day at the office is when you win 10 games or when you go unbeaten 10 games in a row and you lose one. You don't go losing and dropping points consistently like we have been in this season and say that it's been a tough day at the office, losing 4-0 to Liverpool, one of your biggest rivals that might eclipse the biggest achievement in your history in 1999 with winning a quadruple. You do not say that. I don't care what position you're in. That is not tough day in the office. That is what we are, mate. You don't go to the office, you know, tough day in the office, my guy. Like I said, 10 games unbeaten and you lose one. That's tough day in the office, my guy. When Man City went on that 20-game unbeaten run and then we beat them 2-0 last year at their end, that's tough day in the office because they were winning so many games and they went unbeaten and then they just lost one, you know. It was just a bad day for them. That's tough day in the office. We've been having tough day in the offices for flipping months this season. And even under Oli, we've been having tough days in the office, bro. Tough days in the office is also when your coffee machine in your office is not working and it's -2 degrees outside on a winter morning in Pretoria. I don't know if Pretoria gets that cold. And you want some coffee and this coffee machine just stops working all of a sudden, even though it's been working all the time. for like the last month or forever, you know. That's a tough day in the office because now you're going to shiver and now your bollocks are going to be cold, bruv. But tough day in the office is not flipping getting the results and the performances that we've had every single game. I cannot count on my finger how many good performances that we've had this season. None. Maybe Crystal Palace first half, Everton first half, Aston Villa away 70 minutes in. That's only a few for a team that was supposed to be in a title race. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And I dread to think what these players would come out and say, really. Like, I really dread to think what these players would say because you've just lost so many games and you've lost the trust of the fans that you cannot say anything. You can't. You can't win us back, bro. And like, even if you try to win us back on the football pitch. It's probably too late now because the damage has just been inflicted on us every single week. It's just been, even when we beat Norwich on Sunday, was it Sunday? I think it was Saturday probably. Yeah, it was Saturday. Bro, we still played like crap that game. Ronaldo saved us out the team, even though there's players that leak against him and there's a fan base and there's certain fans in the Man United fan base that think that he's the problem. Even though when he's delivered, because he's a bloody striker, mate. That's what we pay him 500k to do. We pay 500k to people like that to do things like that. You know what he did against Norwich, and what he did against Spurs, what he did in the Champions League. Even though we're out the Champions League, but he's a striker, mate. A striker can only take you so far. You need to play ball. You need to play football, bruv. I need to get service consistently, and that's not what I've been getting in this dead team. And now people want to tune Ronaldo, and it's like, mate, we've been playing like this for years, even before Ronaldo came. And whoop-de-doo, he doesn't play tonight. And we still shit. I can tell you right now, his name would be trending if he played tonight. And rest in peace to his twins. I'm very sorry about that. But I just want to fast forward to the end of the season because this is just, you know, it's not even just torture because honestly, I've seen, you know, we're also gonna equal our lowest points tally ever in the Premier League era, and the Premier League has been going on for 30 years now because it started in 1992. The worst Premier League tally in our history. We're gonna equal it with the squad. These players will be deemed the worst set of players in Man United's Premier League history. Forget about First Division. I'm talking about Premier League. So it's a disgrace, bro. And you know, I mean, I'm not even getting bantered by so many Liverpool fans. It's just my brother, and it's just, you know, that guy from Australia. Other than that, they don't need to take the piss out of me because we banter ourselves anyway. So why do I need to waste? As a Liverpool fan, they're probably thinking, why do I need to waste my energy bantering United fans when they're already a load of shite anyway? You know, it's just shit, you know, just shit. But what? Look, we play Arsenal on. We better bloody beat Arsenal again. That game again. For me, that's bragging rights, and that's also because I have people in my Arsenal fans in my flipping WhatsApps, and I need to sit them down. Again, I don't know if you guys remember the match reaction I did when we beat Arsenal like last year, how crazy I went. And people called me out the dickhead, thought I was going to win the league or something like that. Yeah, because even Arsenal fans, bro, they're fucking loud, bro. And you need to sit them down as well, bro. You know? Anyway, bro, I'm going because this season is just a piece of piss, honestly. Like, yeah, man. Peace out, honestly. Yeah.